have dinner for tonight. I have to do some things ahead.
Well, that's just it. I mean, you're doing too much.
Well, it takes time to put
I know,
meals
but
together.
you shouldn't do it.
I don't go in there 20 minutes before I serve dinner.
No, I know, but if you gave us a couple of sandwiches, it'd be fine by me
Okay.
and Helen, you know. But I don't want you to knock yourself out. Are you taping this?
Why would you do that?
You taping this? Okay.
I don't know why I do that.
Well,
Because at one time, then this woman had to go to Flekkefjord on a trip.
and she went on Queen, on a little local steamer.
To where?
To Flekkefjord, on the steamer.
The road wasn't working then?
Yeah, I was working, but she lived near by the dock, so she took the steamer to Flekkefjord. She would go there once in a while, not maybe once every 3 months, you know. So we decided to write her a love letter from this fella in Arndal that she talked about so many times.
She hadn't seen him in maybe 20 years?
Yeah, I hadn't seen him a long time, but he came that day, and he didn't find her home, and he just because he would rather since he couldn't see her, he wrote a letter to her, and he was telling her how much he loved her and how much he missed her, and and so on, you know. So then we were watching her when she came home at night. We were over there watching her. She went into the house, and she was, in fact, she couldn't read or write herself. So she saw this letter laying on the table, and she came out with the letter, and she went down to somebody in a factory that was working to have this person read it for her and tell her what's in it. And I can still see the man when he came outside, and he put his glasses. If you read something, I know I need the glasses to see, but he took them off. He actually took his glasses off and read it for her. You know? So she was very disappointed. We could get that feeling for standing further away. She was very disappointed that he had been there just that day when she was away.
Of all days.
Of all days, that she missed him. So there wasn't too long before she told people around town what happened, you know. And they didn't know the whole story, who was the author of the letter. But it got around after a while, and she showed other people the letter, too.
Do you think overall she was better off for getting the letter, or that it broke her heart some more?
No, I don't think it broke her heart, no. No, I think she was better off. Better off.
You made her feel better?
Yeah, but I think some of the people told her that it was a fake.
Oh,
that it was a fake. I think they told her that.
Your mother didn't say anything, yeah?
No. But, because she's gone a long time now. She grew up in the fjord near Larvik, where the road passes by now.
Who, your mother?
No, this Greta. She lived there with another sister. It's right outside of Larvik, where my brother came from.
Now Larvik is where? Is it up by Aunt Judith, or is it more on the way to Kvinesdal?
It's on the way to Kvinesdal. It's almost up by the big factory that Smelterwerk, you call it.
Yeah, that's where Inger's husband worked.
Yeah, right. It's almost up there. But years ago, Larvik.
Well, that may only be 3 miles down the road from Fedda.
That's all. Not even that.
And your father and your mother didn't know each other? They were 3 miles apart.
Not really, no. Well, I think my dad was over in America too, before my mother.
And he was a little younger than she was.
Yeah, he was, I think it was a difference of 3 years.
Gilly? Please be quiet, Gilly. It's okay. 3 years.
3 years, yeah.
And you were in the Boy Scouts?
Oh, yeah. all three of us. All
Well, the Boy Scouts. All three of the boys were in the Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
Where did you meet? In the Fetish school?
No. Well, yeah, the main meetings was held there. But my dad, when he built the barn on the second floor of the barn, he made a room there, and that's where the Boy Scouts were to meet.
In the second floor of the boathouse.
No, the barn.
Or the barn.
Yeah, my father made a nice, comfortable room there.
Well, it was nice of him to do that.
Yeah. Maybe sometimes he slept up there too. I mean, not the whole Scott, but my brother and I, we used to sleep up there.
Now, your father built the house about 1905?
No, I don't think it was 1905. It was probably about 1915 or so.
I would say that was quite a fancy house for 1915.
For many years, it was the nicest house on the place. Nicest house. My father was a tremendous, very good craftsman, I must say, craftsman. And he was good with plants, and then he was good on laying out things, very good. And if you remember that entrance in the front, that's
very fancy. You never used it though. Rarely.
No, I didn't use it too much. There was only on certain times when we had company that we used it. But just the entrance itself was fancy.
By the way, did you ever work with him as a carpenter in America?
No, I never did. But he wasn't the easiest one in the world to work with.
Didn't he work on the house? No, he had gone back to Norway before. No, the Birchwood Avenue house was built. Yeah, I remember seeing a picture of him and you before he went to Norway.
When I built Birchwood Avenue, he was in Norway.
I thought that was finished before he went.
No.
I thought I saw a picture.
No, he left right after the war. The war was over in 45.
Okay, but then he came back.
Yeah, he came back for a few months, and that's the time my brother, he was building his house, so he helped with that.
Well, hadn't he ever been in your house on Birchwood Avenue?
I don't.
I thought I saw a picture of him and you standing.
Oh, he probably was in our house, yeah.
I think so.
I'm sure he was in our house, yeah. Yeah. I'm sure he was.
But he didn't help you on that house.
Well, he was in Norway.
Yeah. So let's see. Going back. Well, tell me about your mother's family. She was from Larvik.
Well.
And what did her father do? I don't think we've been over this yet.
Well, I don't know too much about him except that.
Did you ever meet her parents?
No, I met my grandmother. She lived in our house for many years.
Which grandmother was this?
Grandmother Larvik, my mother's mother.
Yeah.
But my grandfather, I can't remember him. In fact, I can't remember either grandfathers. I don't know exactly what my grandpa Larvik did, you know. But he was a very well-to-do man. There was a time that he owned the whole Larvik, which was quite an area. You can't see it now because of kind of the road. You can't see it, but he owned that all the property there and the docks and all. And he sold the whole thing to Trælandsfoss. That's they were in the paper industry, that company. They would get the raw material that were coming into Larvik and big freighters. And
Pulp?
Pulp. And they would cut it to sizes, load them on the conveyor belt, and they took it way up in the mountains, where they had the